Hello and welcome to It's time to take a tour of another Lego store in London. This time we're at the Westfield shopping centre. So this is the third official Lego store in London, and there is actually 4 very large shops available to get your Lego from, but one of them is in the Harrods, and that video will be available within the Lego stores playlist. Now, lots of different bits and pieces to have a look at. The time of me filming this, they actually had every single CMF minifigure, where the other stores that I went to on the same day did not have a single one. So I think this Lego store is a little bit further out, really easy to get to on the tube, and they had a good amount of stock. And again, if they've got all the minifigures in there, it means they're not going to be as busy as some of the other stores as well. You've got Battersea Power Station, and then obviously you've got the main one in the centre of London as well. Now, as we come through and have a look around in the comments below, let me know if there's anything that's on your list of things to get, anything that you're saving up between now and Christmas. We were spoilt for choice with the amount of bits and pieces that are on display. They have loads and loads of sort of observation windows, which I really do like to see all the little bits and pieces on display, because they started to do it at the Lego Land stores, then that sort of moulded over into the new airport stores, and now they seem to be doing them in all of the Lego shops as well, which is really good to see, because you get to see all of these, like the new Harry Potter train, for example, because don't forget that one has a slightly different train station with it. So I think at the moment, depending on where you go to, you can actually get both stations if required. So if you are looking for a Harry Potter train, there is a good one out at the moment. And obviously don't forget you've got the huge one available as well. Now as we go through, you'll have a look at some of the much larger bits and pieces that are on display with regards to like the new Batman. You obviously saw the big oversized minifigure at the very start. That is on my own personal list, because I say this in every video. That is the figure that is included right outside the Lego campus in Billund, which is really close to the Legoland over there, the Lego house over there, and also the Lego factories. So if you have been to Billund, that would be worth getting just as a memento for yourself. And again, you're more than likely you might be able to pick that up from the airport store. But with regards to what is in this one, you can see you've got lots and lots of Lego City sets. It was quite busy at the time. It's a good layout of a store, but there was quite a lot of people in it when I was in there, so hence why I'm sort of panning around and moving around quite quickly. So if you need to go back and take a look at some of the little bits and pieces, obviously please feel free to do so. Obviously I try and get all of the prices and everything involved, but it's just as easy for you guys to have a quick look on the Lego website if there's something that catches your eye. Otherwise I end up getting in everybody's way. But you can see that at the time of filming this, all of the new Arctic and Explorer sets had come out, so they are a really nice thing. And this is just before the new Dreams sets are going to be released, so it's going to be interesting actually in a month or two, going back when you go back to all the Lego stores, how much stock is going to change and rotate around, because there is a huge amount of everything coming out. You've got a brand new line of Dreams that is going to take up a massive amount of space. Then you've got lots of Marvel bits and pieces, and then all of the other bits and pieces that are coming soon on the Lego website as well. They're all going to be dumped into all of the different Lego stores. Now, what I was quite interested in is only certain stores do have certain stock. So not every single store, for example, had the Monkey Kid range, which I was quite surprised about actually, because the store that is closest to me, they've got that absolutely no problem. So I went, the first store that I went into to have a look at some of the Monkey Kid sets, they did not have, and this store also does not sell the Monkey Kid sets either. But if you ask behind the till, or just ask any member of staff, they do have more stock in the stock room that they cannot fit on the shelf. So for example, if the store's slightly smaller and they've got the UCS Falcon, for example, but you went up for the 8080, they might have the 8080 out the back. So you've just got to ask. But you can see there, look, you've got the big Razor Quest, you've got the big Harry Potter set. This is on my list. This Pac-Man set, I think, would look really nice now as a display piece in my new unboxing area that I'm currently doing. I think as a backdrop, that would look quite smart. The Eiffel Tower as well, just as a huge sort of talking point, I think would look visually impressive on a camera, but I do believe it is extremely painful and tedious to put together. And obviously, it's very expensive as well. So that might just be left on the shelf. But if you've got it, let us know. Let us know what you think of it as well, because it was on my list at one point, but that can just stay at the shop for now. Now, I've got the Jazz Club. I think it's a very nice set. I did manage to get it with the giveaway. The Loop Roller Coaster is on my set. Now, these two sets that we're looking at now for the Batman, they are actually in a sale somewhere else. I nearly picked them up, but I decided to get the Batman Tumbler instead. So this is the 8080. So they do have this in stock. I think it's in a very impressive looking thing. Again, as a display piece for just larger bits that I've not been able to put in my sort of theme park area. There's all sorts of different bits and pieces that I'm looking at currently just to make a nice display. So anything that you can think of that would catch up on a camera behind my shoulder that you're having a look at now, please let me know. Because some of the dioramas, for example, they're just going to be too small. But some of the larger sets like this, for example, could be perfect because if it was lit up okay, then it would work. I've taken a lot of time to have a look at this now, and I do believe it's a hybrid of at least two films, the 89 and 92. If not, it might be a hybrid of three different Batman films, and it has got a lot of nice detail on the inside of it. So I think I do believe might be the next purchase for a live build series. I think we might be going that way. So I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I think at the same time, people might be quite interested in it just to see what the process of it's like being put together. And then obviously just the huge amount of space that it does take up overall. Now, coming to the Ninjago section, they have a good amount of bits and pieces in their Ninjago range. Again, you had the opportunity to take home with you the gardens and the markets. They did have both big bits on display, and they have got a couple of different years and different TV series on display at the same time. So Ninjago is still going very, very strong, and they also had all of the newer Friends sets out as well. So this store was very heavy on Ninjago Friends, and again, the Jurassic Park set. I am very, very much looking forward to making a display of all of these. I've got an idea with regards as to what to do and make it as you saw in the original film, because you have every single famous scene, and I really, really do like that set as well. So I think all of those at one point will be coming home with me, and I'm looking forward to actually putting that together, because I have got a very, very soft spot for the original Jurassic Park, and I've obviously been there for the Florida theme park trip. And the actual big sort of diorama piece is almost exact. Obviously, there's some bits and pieces that might need to be tweaked, but I think it does look very smart. Now, Avatar, I've not actually seen, and it's not something that I would either pick up, but if you are a fan of those sets, I think they do look very, very impressive, just like the Minecraft sets as well, but they are not on my list at the moment. I don't actually have a Lego store, even though seem to go all of them all around the world and in different countries, so that might be something I should actually pick up at some point. Now, these are all the minifigures that they had on display at the time. These things are now like gold dust to get hold of. So the two that are missing in the cabinet, they did actually have. They'd obviously sold them out the cabinet and just got a new fresh stock of them in. And again, with all the Technic sets, they had a good selection of Lego Technic. So again, in the comments below, let us know if you are a Technic fan, or do you just stick to the actual main Lego brick product instead? Because obviously they do hybrid sets of the different bits and pieces. Now, some of these sets do go in big sales as well. So that's the only thing with a Technic compared to a Lego set. You're more than likely that you don't have to pay full price. But guys, it's a short and sweet video. So that is it. I am done. So if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Comments below what you like, what you don't like, what is on your list between now and Christmas. Depending on when you're watching this, it could depend on what Christmas that'll be. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and to catch you in the next one. Ta-da.